thought you were mine.
Hey guys, what's up? It is me, GamerTag, for another video, and as you see, I'm sitting here at the main screen of Minecraft, and as you see, I am on 1.11, and that's because of a few reasons. Number one, basically, I got lazy, and basically ran out of time to do an actual Minecraft video, but I have been working on something really big, so I thought maybe I'll do a video about that instead. So yeah, first things first, of what I worked on, two things. I'm working on a custom map. I'm working on a couple of them, but this one I'm kind of more deeply going into because I want to learn more about how to do command block stuff, and you know how nowadays people do like custom objects in the game, which and custom crouch recipes and stuff like that, and that's what I've been working on, the custom crouch recipes and the custom text research pack, not like the sounds or the action, just the textures. So yeah, the first thing first I want to look at is the custom skins, or it's called skins, but it's a resource pack. It's from Nova Skins. They have like an editor in their website that you can use. I'll leave a link to that below. I did download a 1.11, 1.12 ish. The one block creations, meaning they make some cool machine, gun, whatever in the game, and so yeah, that is there. But because I don't feel like using other people's work for my custom maps, I want to create my own, and I have. So that's kind of why I'm going so deep into it. Because as you see in the left here, I did look at other tech specs, and I did like what Odyssey had a lot of the textures, because they had a cool like 3D vault door, a lot of blocks I liked, especially the fact is that with both Optifine and Faithful, because both those things make the game look better, but especially with Optifine, you have to connect textures, meaning a lot of the blocks connect. So if, I can't really show it to you. Well, I could, which I will at the end of the video, but yeah, you'll see that then. Yeah, let's jump on the world I've been working on here. Just a beta, like creative test of world for 1.11. I was originally going to put it for 1.12, and then I saw that not a lot of like custom things, the command block stuff wasn't out on 1.12. So then I went back to 1.11. Then I decided not to do that and just gonna make my own world. And what's cool is that with my texture pack that I'm working on, it doesn't matter what version I use, because it's a beta texture pack, so I can go back from 1.12 to 1.11, vice versa. But yeah, the reason why I'm on 1.11 is just to test out some of the cool creative command block creations that people made, and I guess this is a showcase video of my stuff and other people's stuff. So yeah. The main thing I worked on besides the textures, like I said, was the custom crafting recipes of my own. Here's the world I'm working on. It's, yeah. Lots of command blocks. No. This is the custom. I'll leave another website as well to where I got the download for this kind of thing. Not download, but the command for this. I think it's right here. Basically, this is where you craft all the items. All you do is I'll add it to the video later on. All you do, you put your whatever you want, custom crafting recipe, which I'll show you over there, mine. And this is where you craft it. Right here, you can see these are arrows and the bow in the game, and these are some of the custom textures I did. I even did like the drawback and even the sound. I'm pretty excited for this, because like I said, I am going to be making my own custom map, but also I want to make one with a custom crafting recipe. So this is the best way. I did a lot of research overnight. That's why I kind of lost track of time and why I'm doing this video. So yeah, basically this is what I got into, and it said like 10 minutes ago, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a video about it, showcase what I've done so far, because like other people that have done like these creations, these big open creations, like you guys know, Crash Landing, this Minecraft command block code, I'm gonna call it coder person, made a legit like Crash Landing like thing in Minecraft, and I'm most likely gonna showcase it on my channel. And all he really did was, um, besides the sieve was the only part I really liked because the sieve looked amazing. Um, but basically he did what I'm gonna be doing, which is just this thing, just retextured to his texture without the name, which you can easily take that away. I don't know how. Um, But like I said, all he really did for all the items was just retexture them. Like for the moss ball, it was probably like this green cactus or something like that. Um, Basically, that's what he did. Um, the only part I actually liked what he did was, like I said before, the sieve looked really cool. Um, I will kind of want to do something like that, but I'm not going to. At least what I want to do, my plans for this custom app I'm making with these custom crafting recipes, is to put in a beta version where you only have a couple of rooms to go through and a couple of quests to do. Um, and yeah, and for now until I can learn more about the stuff. But as you can see here, I turned this gray dye into which looks like, if you know Sky Factory, into a pebble. Because this is one of the crafting recipes. You know, in Sky Factory, you get 4 pebbles together and you get a cobblestone. You can see I already changed the gun and the arrow types. You can also saw that I changed the bowl. I just changed this to a hammer because I just thought, hey, you know, in Sky Factory or whatever, there's type of mod packs. I just use Sky Factory for example. That you can, you know, you need a hammer to basically, you know, see the hammer stuff. The way my thing is gonna work is, what I'm hoping for is, you know, if you need to hammer something, you can put it in here with, say, the dirt you're hammering, and it'll give you whatever it is. But I can't really do multiple outcomes of what you get out of crafting recipe, like in a mod pack, where you know if you hammer dirt, you're getting you know, you're getting I forgot what it's called, but the cobblestone bits, um, seeds and stuff like that. I can't really, like I said, do an outcome with that because there's only one recipe per one item. Um, so you know, I'm trying to, like I said, try to figure this all out, and I'm hoping I can. Um, but yeah, another thing I changed is the beetroots soup and the beetroot soup here because my custom map I want to make is an alien, um, like where it's set on an alien planet. That's I want to make like a crash landing like he did, but on instead of on just a deserty planet, like mine's gonna be on an actual alien planet. Um, and that obvious that I said it wrong. Audio, wow. That resource pack I talked about a few minutes ago. That a lot of those textures slash that texture resource pack, I'm most likely going to use in a way, use in a way to you know, do a lot of the textures for the mobs and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's that. But yeah, like I said before, I'm leaving links to what I've changed in the texture pack, so you guys can change and make your own texture pack slash resource pack yourself. The difference between a texture pack and a resource pack is with the texture pack, you just change the textures of an item. With a resource pack, you don't just change the textures, you also change the game itself by making via external stuff, like a command block, where a command block could do certain stuff. I don't know the details about how a resource pack works, but you know how you can make it to where people, you can change a lot more in a resource pack than in a texture pack, more than I'm doing. more than I know of, but you can change a lot more. Um, and most likely as well is what they change. They change it from a texture pack to a resource pack to make it easier for everyone to use it, basically. Because I think back then you couldn't really use it. A lot of people didn't know how to change textures, and nowadays there's more resources out there for people to do that type of thing. Um, and I'm rambling here, and I am sorry for that. But yeah, it's another texture thing I changed. That's the item. This is the cauldron itself. This is kind of just mess about, see what I could change and stuff. What else did I change? Change the beetroot seed to a bluish, mainly a blue seed. Should now I'm looking at it. I have to change it back to a pinkish blue, or blue reddish pink instead. What else did I change? Not much. Oh, I can't find it. I did change the elytra to an orange. Oh, because I was figuring that I would make a like jetpack type of thing. So yeah, this is the change of textures. So this is also what I thought about when I was changing this texture. Is if you want to your own custom elytra, you could just make yourself one nowadays via the link down below. It's pretty easy to use. I could be doing, if you guys want to, I could be doing tutorials and all this of how to do it. It's pretty simple and stuff. So yeah, but I think that's. Oh no, I did change one other thing. The acacia. That's this is acacia sapling. The acacia leaves. So yeah, this is what the tree looks like. This is what the leaf looks like. I will be showing you what the leaves didn't look like this, more pinkish, like that. But for some reason, I messed up on like that texture right there, and like those two, and so this happened instead. Now it looks reddish. I still like it, so I'm keeping it. But this is what the whole tree looks like. A pinkish. Yeah, pinkish, purplish log. I still had to I thought I changed those because as you can see in my inventory right here, I did change the top of this, but I don't think I saved it. I don't think I saved it the right way because the way it works with the website I'm using is, once you change this block type in the website, you basically just hit save. Make sure you're saving everything, and it's pretty easy to use. You don't have to go through a lot of stuff to do it. And that up there is, and that over there is from these stuff, other people's command block creations. That's one type of grave grave thingy you can use to, keep your stuff, like from extra utilities. But yeah, let's move on to the actual crafting recipes. You have the cooking station, 4 stone, 4 pieces of iron, and 1 redstone dust. As I said before, this is in like a futuristic. I don't know if I said this before, but this is a futuristic custom map. So it's in the future. So this isn't gonna look like this. This is gonna look like a futuristic, sci-fi-ish, oven furnace. This is how you make the blaze rods in my custom map. I figured that, stuff like the blaze rod, you're not gonna be killing a blaze rod in the demo version of it. So I figured that there should be a crafting recipe for it at least. And then for water, you just need 2 leaves, that iron bucket, and a flint and steel. Because I don't know how to make like a custom barrel to where you put leaves in to actually make water. So I just did this. My thoughts are, what I'm going to do is figure out how to somehow make the whole take a leaf thing, like the sieve, the custom sieve that this guy did, like for the cauldron area, where you right click and it looks like the the leaves are going in here and they're basically piling it up, and then it's coming into water. The way that works is basically you have different stages of the cauldron, or it's not even the cauldron, it's of another block type, like, just any random block type, just different stages of it, of different stages of each type of block. So it's like you're gonna do white stained clay first, and the next color, until the ending of it, and the last one is the actual cauldron itself, where it actually is the real thing, the actual cauldron itself. Sorry, I didn't drink any water or anything like that before starting this. That's why my voice sounds like it's going here. So don't mind me. Then you have, so yeah, this, like the water bucket. This is these crafting recipes are gonna stay in the demo version of my custom app, and then they're most likely gonna change once I can learn more of how to do stuff, more stuff with command blocks. Next thing is the gun here I have on me. This is a crafting recipe for iron, a button, a piece of redstone. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So yeah. Next thing is the bullet itself. You actually need gold, 5 gold, the fire starter, and the dust, because real bullets are where you come back gunpowder in the middle, and then you have whatever it's going to trigger off at the back. So that's that. Next thing is the slime, which this texture is also going to be changed. I made a way to get slime in the game in my custom app, which is what you do is take a bowl, take I forgot what I'm calling it, but paste, I think I'm gonna call it, some like slimy paste, or just paste itself. Paste, water, hammer, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, that's not supposed to be a hammer. It's actually supposed to be a mortar. The little rounded off little. It almost looked like a police baton thing where you mash water and like a paste together in a bowl to make that, basically, which what the little baton baseball that thing is going to be for the texture is this, the wooden hoe. So yeah, most of these textures are going to change in it. Then there's sugarcane. The way you get the sugarcane is 4 sugar and 1 seed. I'm also going to be having it where in my custom app where you start off with like a chest, a couple chests around like the area of random stuff in it. Eventually, I also want to work on making it so you can have like loot bags by using the shulker boxes that are in here in 1.11, 1.12, and having it to where these give you custom loots. Be cool as if that's a thing where someone makes it so these drop from mobs and drop random loot, or something like that. But yeah, moving on. Again, that's wrong texture, or wrong thing. You'd have bone meal, and I forget what I'm calling this, but all these items that you see are going to be named differently. Like the iron is going to be called metal bits. That's going to be changed differently. That's going to be changed differently. But basically, to get the paste is you again smush together that in a bowl to get the paste. I may have to add water to it to make it more sense because it's like a pasty thing. Because the thing is, I'm trying to not just milk would be. Because I'm trying to make it to where the crafting recipes aren't just random, they actually make sense. Like this kind of makes sense for a modded version, at least it does. Modded is weird as hell. You take 4 sugar and seed and you get that. The way you're going to get sugar is probably from milk or something like that. Milk and something else. Or you're going to start out with sugar, I don't know yet. But yeah, moving on. This was just a random cool crafting recipe, which was the iron horse saddle, which is 4 iron and 2 leather. Also, like the horse armor, a lot of people they'll use like the horse armor, or like the extra like the golden tools or the wooden and like random other tools to make guns and stuff. So just FYI, if you want to make a gun in game, that's the best thing to do. Uh, if, um, if you want to make one without too much effort, use the bow, just retexture this bow, and you're good to go. So, yeah. Then you have the, which I didn't add it yet, yellow Y. Then you have the elytra, which is, this is how I would make it. The reason why there's redstone and iron is because I originally thinking about this being, like I said before, a jetpack, and still maybe, because I can still use, because there is actually, if I take this, put it on, oh, I already have it on, coal, using one of these command block creations from, I think it's from the extra utilities one, I think the guy's name is, the redstone something, and he made this jetpack extra utilities mod with the graves and everything else, where you drop a couple. Oh, I'm gonna destroy it. What would you do is you just hold shift and you fly, as long as you're. Oh, I'm wearing the long elytra. You have to rename this elytra to advanced elytra, which gives you the jetpack. You use blocks of coal to fuel it. Hold shift and you fly, basically. And that was kind of, that inspired me to make my own type of jetpack, but I'm still not sure of that about that. Yeah, moving on here to the next crafting recipe is a vacuum hopper. The basic way of this works, because I've seen this before, in an old version, like a 1.11 or lower, probably 1.11 version of Minecraft, the one block creation thing. And basically the way it works is it's just a player head that's retextured with a couple commands to it, because it's a whole command block thing like that. But basically that whole, for example, that whole command block thing, or at least a chunk, like 25% of it, is running or is doing something to this one player head, and that's how they make that's how people make the custom vacuum hopper. Is basically just a retextured head to be black, particles on it, and in a radius just have it somehow suck items towards it. I don't know how that works, but it's a basic thing. If you put time into it, basically. Next craft recipe is obsidian. Basically, take the fire charge. This is just a placeholder, I think, for this, because it's easier to make. Because I do want to make a crafting recipe for lava, but I don't know how to do that just yet. It's probably going to be something involving this. But yeah, I thought for one of those for a cobble, because this is the one. This thing is melting the cobble and the flint together. Because the reason why I did flint is because if you look, there's like a flint like ridges and stuff, and obsidian in real life actually is like a flint. It has that. It's like pointy, jaggy. It's not, blocky. Next thing is dirt, which is basically three. You get 3 dirt. You take 3 leaves, like you would in a barrel, but you would take 9, and 1 smasher thingy in a bowl to get a dirt. This has to change because there needs to be water added, and I just realized you can also use zombie flesh to also make dirt, so that's also going to be another crafting recipe. And then this is where I left off. I forgot what the last one which was the fire starter thingy, because I think it was, for the fire starter, it was gunpowder, charcoal or coal, I think, and something else. I forget what though. Well, it's basically this. So yeah, that's the basic crafting recipe. I don't know how long this cut was. I hope it wasn't too long. Yeah, there you go, the advanced elytra. Then you had the drone, which I was going to use in my thing because I want a futuristic item, but I was like, nah. And if you're wondering how it works, I'll show you on the website. But what you basically do is, you take it, you take the code, you paste into a command block, you activate it, then you get these 6 for eggs. You right click, it drops down your crafting bench thingy, and that's all basically how. That's the best way to do it, because all you have to do is, if you know basic command block input stuff, which is really easy to do on this website, you just put it in, take the code, copy it to a command block in your world, and then you just use this station to craft any item you want. So yeah. Sorry, my neck is cramping up. So that's what I've been doing pretty much here. Let me cut it here, jump onto the website, show you all that. Be right back with you guys in a second. Alright guys, we are back, and we are on the website that I did that research pack on, that I'm doing my textures for my custom app on, and it's pretty easy. You get on. Let's go. Let's get rid of this. Hit enter. This is basically what it starts out as. You hit up here, this little middle thing. My link will be the other one, which was the one before, which is a direct link to the resource pack part of it. This is the skins part of it. But yeah, you click the little thing. It goes right here. You hit Minecraft. Or actually, no, you don't hit Minecraft. You look at the sidebar here. You see the sidebar here. You pick. Oh my god. You pick whatever you want. Items, entities, which is mobs, whatever. Armor, and blocks. Pick one. And for just an example, I don't know why this is acacia at first, but then you click on acacia. What I do is I move that up there. I go over here to where I see the hand, right click, and drag until you basically have a nice image of the whole thing. You go to the little drop right here, click that, pick whatever textures you want. You have about 4, 6 different picks, so you can, what I do is I click one, go to the next one, click my next texture, go to my next one, have each set up ready to go. Then whenever you're ready for texturing, you just drag along, and then basically that's it. Then when you're done with it, you hit up here, the apply thing. Fuck. Well, I'm not gonna save it, but you hit save and apply. Not really. And that's basically it. And you jump on your world. If you do want to keep it more loaded, it's simple. All you do is hit F3. F3 then T. On 1.11, 1.12, and that reloads the resource pack. It reloads the world, so all your new textures are loaded automatically. So that's all you do. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty simple. I think though, really quickly, I think I fudged up. I didn't show you. I did do also an acacia door. I didn't show you. Sorry, there it is. I'll have to work on that because I didn't mean to save it. But whatever. Let's move on to the next thing, which is this website over here. Again, this will be a direct link to it. You can refresh the page, and this is what it would look like. As you see, it's standard, easy, no coding needed. What you do, you click on the item you want crafted. For example, I want I want this. 2 of these. You click and drag. It's a picture thing. 2 of these to be this. Then you hit Save Crafting. Then you go up here, hit Settings. Then you make sure it's set on. It's all automatically set on Spawn Egg. After you do this the first time, if you know you're gonna be spending the whole the day or a couple hours on the website, you don't have to keep spawning eggs in. You just hit nothing. But for show and tell, hit Spawn Egg. You can name the item. That's if you're naming an actual item. Like as you notice, I renamed the arrows to bullets and the bow to gun. Just for example, this name tag here, don't change it. I've tried changing it and it messes up the actual crafting recipe for some reason, so I just leave it alone. Don't worry about anything else here. The only thing you have to worry about is if you want your item to be damaged and how much of that item you're getting. You know, getting for how much crafting. So it's like if you're gonna craft take 3 weight and put it into a bread, how many bread you're gonna get back, kind of thing. Then you hit done. You double click, or just keep clicking until it fully highlights. Hit copy. Go to your world. Right click, click onto the command block. Hit Control V. It'll paste it into the command block. You can either activate the command block by a redstone. By a lever, piece of redstone or something like that, or the new way of doing it is there's a little button on the bottom right that says never active. You can click that until it says always active. Hit done, and then it'll automatically activate. And so this is how I do my custom crafting. There's also the other website which I'll leave, which is to do like a custom command. I didn't get too much into this because it confused me. What I use personally is MC Stacker. It's a lot easier to use if you're going to make a spawner, give yourself an item, or something like that nature. I recommend MC Stacker. I'll leave a link to this website as well. But yeah, that's what I use just because, like I said, it's a lot easier than that one. But yeah, one last thing before we go here. This is the quest book. I'm using MC Stacker, and I just felt like throwing this in there. This is how it looks. You do quest book up here. You do give all players. You do right here where it says item. You tell whatever book it is. Just the first 3 letters. I did book. It gave me a written book. How many? Just 1. I don't do anything with this. I just do this. The name of it, I call it map creator. That doesn't matter. Add page. This first box will pop up. You fill out this. What do you want the text to do? What color? What do you want it to be? Style for bold, italic, underlined, whatever. Show text. Run command. Whatever. Show item. I only do show text. I tried doing show item. Tried doing basically putting in a Minecraft item here. That didn't work. Another thing which this custom map did for his command block creation map was make it to where the book had, when you hovered over the text, it would show you the crafting recipe. And I think the way that he personally did that was and the way I think of to do show item is what you do is you take the URL of whatever picture you want to show, and that's how it works. I will look into that for you guys and update you in the description if that's true or not. But this is what it looks like to make a book, for an example. Really easy tools to use out there. Get into it, do your own thing. Like you can make your own custom app you can make your own custom app, vanilla textures, just by using this one thing right here, because you can change the armor that you given, the weapons, the bow, you can even make custom blocks to where they make you go faster, give you more health, whatever. The food types you can change to give you buffs. The potions you can change to give you buffs. Like these are tools that I recommend 100%. if you're new to Minecraft or new to making custom apps and you want to get into it, I definitely recommend looking up tutorials on how to do this type of stuff. I was considering on doing this type of stuff on my YouTube channel because I saw a few people do it, and I kind of gave an interest into it. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to see that. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here because I think this video's going on for about 40 minutes. But yeah, see you guys next one. Hopefully, guys enjoy the links I'm leaving you guys. But anyways, peace out.
Echoes of your words crashing in.